मोदी की गारंटी है।
मोदी की गारंटी 24 कैरेट सोने जितनी खरी मानी जाती है।
Hi, I'm Sunetra Choudhury, and this week's edition of Elections with HT comes to you at a time when the elections have well and truly begun. First phase of elections with 102 constituencies of the total 543 spread across a dozen states. The whole exercise, which will go on till June 1st, of 968 million voters deciding who should become Prime Minister, who should be their MP. Speaking of Prime Minister, there's so much riding on Narendra Modi this election. The entire pitch for a third term is riding on his shoulders. So much so that the BJP's party manifesto, or Sankalp Patra, released last weekend, calls itself Modi Ki Guarantee. It's all on his shoulders, the entire pitch to come back to power. Only someone who's very sure of their political capital will take a risk like that, and so this move by itself is very telling. By the way, did you know who coined that term guarantee as an election promise? It was actually the Congress. They used it in 2021 in their Assam election campaign, but not successfully. Then they used it successfully in Karnataka, where they promised guarantees of social welfare for women and the unemployed. And then they finally used it in Rajasthan, where they didn't win but managed to increase their vote share and created some buzz with guarantees about healthcare and other welfare schemes. Incidentally, they also have the same election strategist in common. All three of those campaigns, Naresh Arora and his team in Design Box, have claimed to be behind that coinage. But right now, no one really remembers that. All that they remember is Modi Ki Guarantee. It of course helped that they're able to amplify their messaging much better because of the ruling party's resources. I asked a senior BJP strategist about that, and he accepted it. He said, how does it matter who came up with what? Who has recall with the phrase guarantee now? It's Modi. That's what matters, he said. I guess he's right. If there's one thing Team Modi is very good with, it's recognizing what ideas have legs. They saw the direct benefit transfer project of the UPA, they ran with it. They saw the potential of Aadhaar and they made it into JAM. That's an acronym for Jan Dhan accounts, Aadhaar and mobiles. A potent combination which gave them a whole new vote bank called Labharthis, or beneficiaries. And similarly, they saw the marketing potential of guarantees and they made it their own. Anyway, coming back to Modi. When so much is riding on his shoulders, he has to carry the entire campaign. And so the big concern within BJP is this: how does the 73-year-old leader reach all the constituencies all at once? On average, he's visiting about 30% of the constituencies in each phase. And so, having studied his schedule, he's doing about 3 rallies each day. Sometimes it goes up to 4 rallies. For instance, on Tuesday, he started his meetings at 10 o'clock in the morning in Gaya. Then he went to Purnia, and then he flew to Balurghat in Bengal for his next rally, and then he went to Raiganj. However, that's rare. Most days he doesn't exceed more than 3 rallies. In the first phase, that amounted to visiting 40 odd constituencies out of the total 102. It's hard work on his part, but it's also very careful scheduling. BJP people told me that they have already planned for all his visits up to phase 5, which is towards the end of May. And what helps is that the elections are really spread out going into the first week of June for the first time. So Modi has to visit as many of these seats as he can. How does he choose the constituencies? He has a full team in place which looks at 2 factors. He visits those seats which just need a little boost in margin to make them safe. So for example, he visited Pilibhit, which is Varun Gandhi's constituency, but he's been dropped and UP Minister Jitin Prasada is fighting this time. His visit sent the message that the Prime Minister is backing this change, and so BJP workers who may have their allegiance to Varun should also fall in line. The second type of constituencies that he visits are those that are strongholds and can attract dedicated voters also from neighboring areas. So he doesn't have to go to all of them, he can go to one and then there's like a ripple effect. For example, Ghaziabad, next to Delhi, was a place which would have also influenced nearby constituencies in Delhi and in Noida. All of this is fine, but the question really is, has the BJP overdone it by saying that they will get 370 seats? If you heard Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh Yadav's press conference, they said that Modi won't get more than 150. Now obviously, there's always posturing from both sides. No one will say that they are losing, and for their party's sake, they always project strength. That's why the BJP said they will get 200 in 2021 in West Bengal but got just 70, which was also a huge gain from the previous election. And party bosses made it clear that they say impossible figures in order to make their workers feel enthused. It's like a pep rally before a game. But we have managed to get the inside figures as part of our reporting. And the numbers that they're projecting as a final result in 2024 are a little sobering. And keep in mind that we've only got it for some of the states. So for example, in Rajasthan, BJP got 25 out of 25 last time. But this time they feel they're in trouble in about 6 seats. For instance, their Churu MP, who has been successively winning, has switched over to the Congress. Similarly, their Dausa, Nagaur, Tonk and Koirali seats are also looking tough. In Haryana, there's major Jat anger which is threatening them in about 5 out of the 10 seats. However, as we have reported, what they may lose in this region, they will make up for in states like Odisha, where they are projected to gain going from 8 sitting MPs to 15. I'm really getting mixed signals about Bengal. BJP insiders are telling me they will increase their 18 tally to 25, although they may lose some of their sitting seats and gain new ones. But Trinamool insists there's no gain in sight for the Saffron party, only for them. So there you have the inside track. But a note of caution here, these are still 6 weeks away and elections are dynamic. Things are always turning and changing. For example, Madhya Pradesh elections turned dramatically in the last month. So just take these for what it is. The buzz from inside the parties. The voters will always surprise. Don't you agree? Let us know in your comments. So until next time, goodbye.